Oh, hello there, individual.
Oh, just kidding. Hey there, gamers. It's Carputing. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've done an ice cream. Few weeks, hasn't it? Been people asking me to do some ice cream. And what is this we've got? That is not a Ben and Jerry's. That is a Häagen-Dazs. Why do I have a Häagen-Dazs? Well, oh no. Oh shoot. Oh, I just absolutely pummeled my speaker. Gotta not be doing that. First video, I think, with that speaker there. So lesson learned. Where'd my spoon go? I literally just had a spoon. Where'd my spoon go? Where? Oh, in the couch with some bolts. It's okay, we'll leave the bolts there for now. So we're gonna be using this as a spoon today. And we've got the Häagen-Dazs salted caramel. So I'm just after the last Ben & Jerry's, that dairy-free I did, I had to do some thinking, People, I heard a comment from a vegan, that's got to be a faulty Ben & Jerry's. I mean, what they're charging, I expect quite strict quality control. So I wanted to see what else is up there in the bougie ice cream premium market, I know what Breyers tastes like, Breyers. I'll review that ice cream at some point. But I have never had a Häagen-Dazs yet. So I thought, you know what, let's break the mold a bit, Instead of a Ben & Jerry's, let's try a Häagen-Dazs salted caramel. So there's no cow on this one. Holy, it's warm in Canada. It's probably like 30 degrees Celsius in my room, 20 outside. But anyways, so it's got a little Canada logo. I assume that means it's made in Canada. For the ingredients, we've got sugars, bunch of stuff in brackets, cream, concentrated skim milk, salted caramel ripple. How is caramel ripple an ingredient? It's just a bunch of stuff. And in 100, so, but yeah, basically 1,000 calories. Basically Ben & Jerry's competitor. There's a Ben & Jerry's competitor. Similar price, similar size tub. They're not as artsy. Ben & Jerry's got the cow. They got unique artwork. This is a bit more, pristine, I think the word would be. Just looking at the design of that. You've got the wavy, like caramel stripes and stuff. So I am expecting this to be pretty good, I'm pretty traumatized after the dairy-free Ben & Jerry's. The Ben & Jerry's other than the dairy-free are good, I've got one more dairy-free in the freezer, but, guy can't try that right now. Guy needs a break. So what do I think about this Häagen-Dazs? Well, salted caramel for the flavor. I don't know if that's vanilla ice cream with bits of salted caramel in it. I don't know if it's just a strict ice cream with no toppings in it that is the flavor of salted caramel. It's okay, it does give a description here on the lid. It does give a description. I haven't read that yet. So, sea salt caramel ice cream swirled with salted caramel. So that answers that. It is salted caramel ice cream, and it does have salted caramel as toppings in it. So that will be good to try. I am excited to try it. So, and of course, it's got sea salt in it. It's got egg. It's got butter. It's got sugars. It's got cream. It's got all the ingredients I'd expect from a premium ice cream. It says keep frozen, so we've been letting it sit out here for about a good however long I've been recording now. Came straight from the freezer, but I'm excited to see what this tastes like. I know what those little caramel squares taste like. I'm expecting somewhere between that and vanilla ice cream, maybe. So I think we're gonna have to dig into this one. Häagen-Dazs. So will it be better than the Ben & Jerry's? I don't know, because like I said, I was so let down by the dairy-free Ben & Jerry's that it made me go to another brand. So this is Häagen-Dazs's chance to say, you know what, we are a good ice cream. I forget what it costs. I think it's within a buck or two of the Ben & Jerry's for one of these. But And it does say made in Canada from domestic and imported ingredients, so I don't care where it's made, as long as it tastes better than the dairy-free ice cream I had before. So I think 1,000 calories in this, not too bad. I don't see a pull thing. Like I thought the Ben & Jerry's had like a pull tab on it. So is this just a straight lift the lid? How does this come off? We're gonna see. Oh, it is. I think it's just a straight lift the lid. Okay. So, and unlike the Ben & Jerry's, so we're not doing ice cream licks, I guess, with the Häagen-Dazs. So Häagen-Dazs has a little cover on it, so you can't, leak your ice cream out. That's pretty smart. I actually like that. Just as a little preference. Now I don't need to worry about bits of ice cream on that. It's that's actually a pretty cool idea. So, say Häagen-Dazs, Häagen-Dazs. What does Häagen-Dazs mean? Is that, I assume that's German, and then they have it in French. Oh, that's Daz. Is that the English? That's Daz. So they got French, the actual one, and English. French, I feel is mandated because Canada. So, whoa, taking that off. That is exactly, wow. That's oh, I don't have my garbage can there anymore either. Shoot. So that is very caramel colored. I am shocked by that. I was expecting it to be a lot more of a white color, but holy, with the amount of color of caramel in that, I'm just by looking at that, my expectations have gone, I think, up a bit. I'm expecting it to be quite full of caramel flavor, where before I opened this, I expected it to kind of have bursts of caramel. I think looking at this, I can see little bits of the caramel swirl already. I don't know if you can see that. I'm assuming when I start digging into it, it'll get a bit more swirly. The swirls will come out. Also, I gotta mention this this flavor. I'm in a Discord and I posted a few flavors of Häagen-Dazs that I have, and this was the voted top one. So that's why we're doing the salted caramel. Not sure what I'll do next. I could go back to Ben & Jerry's. I do have to find some more non-dairy, just normal Ben & Jerry's if I want to do Ben & Jerry's. But I got a few Häagen-Dazs at the ready, so we could explore more unknown brands. But this is kind of a worldwide brand, Ben & Jerry's both. Whether you're in Britain, whether you're in the United States, you're in Canada, you're in Australia, you're in Germany, you've probably heard of all of those two brands right there, all around. Versus something like Breyers that I talk about so much, I know, I'm sorry. That is probably just the Canadians would know it, I'd assume. There's probably some American-only ones that are really popular in the States that they're like, oh, what, you don't know this one? I know I've had a few people ask me, oh, you don't know that brand? It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. So at some point we'll branch out to, more specific to other area brands. Right now I'm just kind of hitting this international ice cream. So what I'm thinking of this, it's got that little bit of liquiding just around the edges, which is good. I expect my ice cream to start to melt a bit. I like that it's not a one big ice cube. And I do see a texture on the top of like the ice, kind of like the texture I distinctly remember from the non-dairy. It's like it was different from a normal ice cream, but that could just be because of how things are. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this tastes. And I see little bits of like on the side here. It's just little bits of like caramel separated from the ice cream, from the liquid bits. So let's take a spoonful. I think we'll leave the plastic lid that I ripped some off. I won't give that a flavor test, but we're gonna see what this tastes like. Will this rival Ben & Jerry's? Now I got to compare it to not the non-dairy, because the non-dairy is just no, it's literally not ice cream. But I got to think back, if I can get past my traumatized self, I've got to think back to the good Ben & Jerry's. Does this compare to the Half-Baked, which was a peanut butter themed one, which is kind of like caramel? I think I had some caramel Ben & I don't know. I've had some caramel in Ben & Jerry's, but let's see texture-wise. How's this gonna sink in? Okay, that's smooth. So that just that just went in. And then yeah, it gets a proper like ice cream texture when it goes in there. So yeah, already I didn't feel it like with the non-dairy. I distinctly felt like the water and ice bits chunking through that. This, no, that was nice and smooth, so that's good. Not really getting a smell off it, but I might be a bit stuffed up. So, you know, let's give it the old flavor test. We're gonna take the whole spoonful at once, and we're gonna see what we think. Is this better? This is getting put on the same out of 10 scale as the Ben and Jerry's. So, will it be better? Will it be worse? Will it be the same? Salted caramel Häagen-Dazs. Oh. Oh, that's unique. I need another bite. Okay, so. So, just initial thoughts, giving off that first bite. I definitely need more, but it's not like those caramel sauces. Almost not like a caramel sauce, but like caramel sauce with some ice cream mixed. Maybe let's have another bite. Let's see what that's like. Let's get a bit more info on this. Get some intel. So very smooth ice cream. Noticeably, like, just you're not getting any little bits of ice on your teeth. It just melts perfectly blended together. Let's get another one. That just flows and blends noticeably better than any of the other Ben and Jerry's I've had. Not talking about the flavor yet, just the texture. Let's get some more. Is it just because I'm getting the outside bits? Let's get the rest of the outside here. Now let's get some that's a bit more frozen and see how that texture is. This is a bit harder. Just came from, I scooped off the top layer. This came from the center. No. That's consistent. Whether it's the more melted bit or it's the less melted bit of the ice cream, this ice cream here is extremely soft in texture, which I like. I'd say that's a very good positive because it holds its shape. It's not because it's just, you know, melted and it's a liquid and I'm drinking it. No, it's still very much ice cream. And it's still very much solid, starting to get some liquid bits, but that's probably higher cream content, higher milk content, I would presume, than the Ben and Jerry's. I don't know, but that is I have to say, that's so noticeably smoother texture-wise. Like, even when I bite on a part that's more frozen, no, just it's all smooth. It's just all forms around whatever you want it to form around. And the flavor, it's got a very distinct, memorable caramel flavor that's it feels easy to put my finger on, but hard to pinpoint, you know? It's like, it's a really nice caramel flavor. Where have I had that? It's like a caramel sauce, but it's not quite a caramel sauce. Is it like the caramel from those like Walmart fudge square brownie squares? No. What is that caramel from? It's a very light caramel flavor. Like, it's not weak, but if you know deep caramel flavors versus a bit lighter, it's a bit lighter caramel flavor. Wow, you know, that's actually, that really makes you think. So I would say definitely a good ice cream. You know, just enjoying this one. Definitely enjoying this one. And it tastes, yeah, it's bang on with the salted caramel. You know, not so salted, but it's definitely got a bit of light salt in it. And it's got that decent caramel flavor. Mmm. Yeah, like, you know, I could eat that. I could get that again. That's actually pretty impressive. It's not the most long lasting flavor. Like, I feel like after good 15, 20, 25 seconds, it's mostly gone from my palate. Versus some other ice creams, most others stay a bit longer, I feel, but it's got a real nice, not controversial at all flavor. Anyone who, like, you don't have to be a diehard caramel junkie to like this salted caramel. Mmm. Yeah, just kind of, if you like ice cream, you're like, you know, maybe I got a sweet tooth, I want something that's not quite chocolate, maybe caramelly. Mmm. That's a banger. That's a very good ice cream. Häagen-Dazs is, has impressed me with that one. It's like I take one bite, I need to go into the another, you know? And I feel like I should have already finished this for how much I've been eating, but you know, it ain't any bigger than, I think it's actually smaller than a Ben & Jerry's, but that's okay. I thought Ben & Jerry's was 483 milliliters and this is 450. Did I remember that right? I don't know. It's roughly the same size as the Ben & Jerry's, but yeah, not a controversial flavor. It just tastes like a good caramelly, like kind of light caramel. Maybe like some caramel sauces, I don't know. But not that strong. But not weak. Like it tastes, every bite's a full flavor caramel, but you know, I wouldn't mind if it was stronger, but I think some people would, so it's not overpowering. Very balanced ice cream that a lot of people would enjoy. I'm thinking of a rating for this one. I was thinking initially like 7.5, but I think I gotta go a bit higher than that. So, you know, spilled some. Last few bites here, you know, I only eat ice cream really for these reviews, so, but this is one where it's like, damn, I want to go back to the store and get another one. Like, it's pretty good. Just how soft and creamy the ice cream is goes so good pairing with the caramel flavor. The texture and the flavor profile just together blend great in this one. You know, I'm thinking, I was thinking 7.5, no higher. I was thinking 8 would be a fair rating, but I'm thinking this is such a non-controversial flavor, as in some people really like strawberries, some don't. Some people really like chocolate, some don't. Some people really like vanilla, some don't. Some people really like caramel, some don't, but like, this has just got such a balanced and good, like, you know, not strong flavor profile, not overly strong flavor profile, but strong enough. Is that a little bit of separate caramel on top there, I think I see? It's interesting because you don't taste, or you don't feel the separate texture of the separate caramel that might be in here. It's all just kind of one one uniform texture. Yeah, very good, very good. I think we're gonna have to go 8.5, just because I feel like so many people would be happy to try this Häagen-Dazs salted caramel. Now, if you really hate caramel, I could see trying this and saying, probably not for me, you know. But I think it'd be hard for someone to try this and be like, oh, that's horrible ice cream. Like, you know, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So, I think 8.5 is, we're all done it, is going to be the rating because, you know, it is not the most inspired. I like to talk about inspiration in my ice cream reviews. It's kind of not a super complicated one to make, I feel. Bit of caramel, you know, salted, ooh, crazy. Going crazy with the salted caramel. The execution's great. So, overall, I don't know, to improve it, what would I suggest? Like, I don't know, other than, like, lower the price, up the quantity, same with Ben & Jerry's, but also then maybe they lower the quality, and I don't want the quality lowered at all. So, for this ice cream. So, you know, maybe, well, I don't know, I want to say some chunks of caramel, but, you know, we're just going to say 8.5. You know, they can figure out how to fix it, you know? No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. 8.5 out of 10 gamers. That's the Häagen-Dazs salted caramel. You know, first time in the Häagen-Dazs brand, I'd say they definitely impressed me. I'm excited to try Häagen-Dazs again. I've got 3 more Häagen-Dazs flavors, all just normal dairy ice cream in the freezer. So we'll maybe go something a bit more exotic for the next one, but honestly not let down with this. Pleasantly surprised, you know. Sorry again, haven't done an ice cream review in a while, but you know, the Ben & Jerry's non-dairy, you know, that hurts a man. That hurts a man. It took me 2 sessions to finish that ice cream. I put it in the freezer after the non-dairy Ben & Jerry's review. And it sat there for a good like week or 2 or 3 until I finished it. So you know, sorry about that. Sorry about that, gamers. But you know, that's a good ice cream. I'm very happy with that one. So Häagen-Dazs, good on you. 8.5 out of 10. You earned it. Good job. And on to the next flavor. So thank you so much for watching, gamers. That's that one. Have an absolutely amazing day.